You know, one other time, and I think only one other time in the entirety of Daddy's Dungeon E.S.Pizza, has someone died, and it means something to the story. Um, we had Derek, the person that the culprit, now known as Norman Gonder, killed when they were calling in a call to E.S.Pizza to, try to leverage them to go and find the candle so that it would be easier for him to do it. But now, someone else has died. Salem the cat was not always a cat, as you may know. He was once a dirtbag from New Jersey who put Tinder a very far radius on his Tinder app, and drove all the way to Trinity Peaks to go on a date with Rose Martin Latchkey, who was trying to move on with her life. It didn't go very well. Salem was transformed into a cat, and he seemed to like it that way. Unfortunately for him, a sentient talking cat was precisely what Norman Gonder needed to complete his plan and to create a suitable body for the entity living within his Game Boy. And so, he went poking around the DeVille house, because that's where he knew that Salem was headed, where he was hiding. And he knocked on the door, and a very disgruntled man opened the door. It was Dominic DeVille. He seemed groggy and tired, and manipulatable. And so it wasn't very hard for Norman to get the cat that he needed, shoving him in a milk crate and transferring the milk crate container into a cage that sat atop this grand structure. The heroes came, as we saw, and the plan seemed to fail. The entirety of the experiment fell. The entity in the Game Boy seemed to be torn asunder. A shotgun blast can be very convincing in that kind of way. The shrapnel of the Game Boy mixed with the artificial meat as it all fell into the pond. The cage was only a foot tall. The pond was about 4 feet deep. And that's just about deep enough that the desperate cries of a New Jersey dirtbag trapped in a cat's body, trapped in a cage, trapped at the bottom of a pond, cannot escape. And so, that is where Salem's tale ended. The blue flame that was ignited over the surface of the pond acted as a conduit for Salem's soul. It floated there for a moment in the pond. A blue orb, a la Soul Eater. But a strange energy surrounded it. A strange presence. A pixelated form swirled around it, dug its glitching claws into the soul, draining it of color, and then pouring into it, causing it to shift to a deep purple. That very same deep purple soul now called out to the living things around it. The artificial flesh, the body of Salem. But there was a third piece of life. A piece of life that wasn't meant to be, but by meddling, it came to be. Not too far underneath the pond there laid a fossil of a nautilus. One of the very ancient beings that used to live on this planet. And the ancient magics of life still within that fossil heard the corruption call of the purple soul and was too subsumed into the metamorphosis. And soon, a new, tall, and slender being arose from the pond and extinguished the white flame with a flick of its hand. Its eyes yellow, its mouth a prehistoric beak, its cranium a shell that is forming a perfect helix as it works in on itself. The plan was for Mewtwo. What came out was a Mewtwo Omastar fusion.
Is it 3?
Yeah.
I think mine was. It said only 2. I ended up picking a third thing, but for the flake version of it, I got. Oh, that's what it is. I didn't take from another playbook. The flake can just take the ability, but with only 2 things to start.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got Mystical Library Workshop and Oubliette.
Cool.
I have Oubliette, Infirmary, and Panic.
Here he is, finally 7 minutes after. Holy crap,
Well,
that was
I
a long intro.
I'm
How's
so
it going,
scared.
stream? We haven't been able to talk to you for like ever. Holy
Welcome
crap.
to Daddy's Dungeon E.S.Pizza, the show where I talk to the camera and ignore the meddling kids. Say hello, meddling kids.
Absolutely
Hello,
not, you trust me.
Kids.
So last time, some fecal matter hit the rotating conveyance of cooling. Demon Dad has, started doing Demon Dad
Demon
things.
Dad.
Dominic DeVille.
And Demon Dog.
And Demon Dog, Scoops DeVille. They started to run amok at the same time that Norman Gondor's plan was coming to a close, and our heroes thought that they had completely stopped it, but in essence, they merely caused it to fail forward. Because they failed to save the vital component, a sentient cat by the name of Salem. And now our...
Whoops.
I'm sorry? Are you about to argue the sentience of Salem?
All cats are sentient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
We're not arguing the sentience of Salem, we're arguing the sentience of every other cat.
Self-aware, maybe.
Self-aware.
We've
But
also
anyway-
really had an episode
Anyway,
where they talk.
I'm interrupting Goon in the middle of his recap. Fuck, sorry.
No, that's cool. That's cool.
We all do it. We all do it.
So where we left off is the result of Norman's little extracurricular project, finding our heroes by following the only brainwave pattern that it recognized, which is another result of Norman's meddling, the Dragonite that our heroes were able to capture. And so now our Divine, our soon-to-be professional, and our Spellcaster are face-to-face with a floating Mewtwo Omastar fusion And as you three
Lord Helix.
gaze up on the magnificence of such a creature, backed by the rising sun, you all temporarily get a splitting headache, and as you like massage your temples and rub your eyes to try to make it go away, you see a text box appear just beneath it, and text starts to type itself out along the upper edge of it, and it says, "Would you like to give Mustar a nickname?"
Oh fuck! This is much better than where I thought we were.
And then above above that first text bar, two little text buttons appear: yes and no.
Okay.
Is there the
Guys?
opportunity
Hold on, I
to
gotta-
rename?
Hold on. No, give me a second. It's 2012, so the answer to that is no. Pokemon didn't have renaming at that point yet.
And also, it's a Gen 1 game.
Yeah.
He is
Yeah, that's
quite
it.
literally from a Gen 1 game.
Hold on, I need to look up something to see if DJ would know about it.
About the Lord Helix meme?
Yeah, I need to know if it existed yet.
Oh, that's actually a good idea.
That's a good point.
Which Pokemon started in February 2012. Sorry, 2014, so no, it's not. So, he's not going to say Lord Helix, because that's not a thing yet.
That's not a thing yet.
Just we in the future can call it Lord Helix.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so do you guys have a... we can just name this thing? Is it like our kid now?
DJ is like half as unconscious, if I
I-
recall.
Gary!
Yeah, please don't name it Gary. It's like a god. dude.
The text box yes and no buttons haven't gone away.
Yes.
I click yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. The headache intensifies and then lessens a little as a makeshift keyboard and, the allowed characters appear. You see that Mustar is indeed male.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Can I
you
investigate a mystery to see if I figure out that it's Salem?
Go ahead, investigate a mystery.
Yeah. Because
Little
we were not
far-fetched.
there when Salem died. We don't know.
Roll plus
I know
sharp,
it's
baby.
necessary. I got a 13. Is it Salem?
Um,
I mean, Salem. We know that much. I don't know that, but it is like that's what I'm asking to figure out.
your
Because we knew you needed Salem to make
freaking
this.
audio is going crazy.
Yeah, it's a bit
Oh,
everywhere, my
that's
guy.
not just me.
It's
Cool.
speeding up, it's slowing down,
Hold
it's
on.
cutting out and in. But I get that. I'm getting the gist of what you're saying, though. Your
I'm gonna just unplug my mic and try again.
cool. Your highly analytical mind starts to think. You knew what Norman's plan was. You knew what he needed. You knew that he got what he needed because he started to do the thing. You thought you stopped it. Why is it here? Why does it look like that? And then it hits you. The whole thing fell into the water, and Salem doesn't have thumbs. And therefore he drowned.
Okay.
And die.
I have two questions. I have two things to say. First of all, do I sound better now?
A little, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good. Second thing, TJ looks down and sighs. Fuck. And he
What's wrong?
leans forward, and on the keyboard, in the keyboard floating in the air, he types in Salem.
Why are you typing in Salem? We already know a cat named Salem.
Yeah.
What did he need to make the Mewtwo?
I don't fucking know.
You were not there for the meeting. This is Salem.
There was a meeting.
There's a lot of them. Most of them just aren't in a walking cooler. This is
All right.
Salem.
Okay.
Everything
I'm
fell
going to
into the
meetings.
water.
So Salem is a stylized fetus.
Did you see the picture
Oh,
of
yeah,
that?
you better
It looks.
Pokemon it.
When I think of Mewtwo, I think it just looks like a stylized fetus.
Oh, word.
At least it sounds like it didn't get whatever he's trying to give the body to not get it. So
Right. So
I hit enter on the nickname Salem.
And it said, you don't get a text box that says Salem has joined the party. It's
That's
just,
fine.
it just needed a name. Salem, the creature formerly known as Mustar, now known as Salem, looks down at the three of you and doesn't move its mouth, but to all in attendance, you hear one word in your mind. Why?
I'm gonna be honest, we're not 100% sure ourselves.
Are you asking us why you're here?
Yes.
Honestly, man, I don't know a whole hell of a lot. I was having coffee this morning, and then DJ and fucking Juniper over here just teleported like in front of my van. It was DJ first, and I'm just gonna go on for like 5 minutes explaining about my day so far.
Yeah.
So you done recapping.
Pause.
You get done recapping, and Salem points to DJ and goes, DJ, points to Juniper and says, fucking Juniper.
This is Salem, is what I was saying.
Juniper.
Just Juniper. And you.
DJ's gonna lean over and give her a little pat on the back, like, give it up.
And he goes, and then he points finally to Justice and says, you.
I fully believe that Salem does not know Justice's name.
I'm Justice.
Justice. And Mustar touches ground.
Salem.
Sorry.
Salem.
Shouldn't dead name
For
him.
him. He's...
The name that you gave him.
Damn it. Yes.
Salem.
He seems acceptive of it. He hasn't said anything about it yet.
Salem touches down and holds out his bulbous three-fingered hand to the three of you.
Gross.
That's the only way you can describe Mewtwo's hand. He's got 3 fingers and they're bulbous.
I'm already fucking in for a penny, in for a pound, and I just gotta extend my hand out to meet his.
Is that just you?
Good to meet you, man.
Yeah.
Apparently we've met before.
You all feel your memories be subsumed into Salem's very clear, vacuous void of memories.
Gross.
You can feel the information of your guys' experiences filling in just this enormous void of what he knows to exist and not exist. You have just
Honestly, that's probably good.
yeah. And so he lets go of your hands and he thinks for a minute.
Based on all our memories, we're definitively the good guys, so I'm not worried about this.
Mm-hmm. He's just sitting there processing the, I'm gonna say 15 terabytes of data.
That is not enough for our entire lives, no.
Not the entire lives, just the stuff that matters.
Oh, I mean, still, at least probably a couple of petabytes, I imagine.
Okay, 3.5 petabytes. Cool.
So,
And he's kind of in this suspended thought, just there for like a solid 5 minutes.
Do
we want to wait?
We're just at my van, right?
You guys are at Rose's house.
Oh, we're at Rose's house now, right?
You drove the turret car.
Right, we drove the car there. I remember that.
Drove the turret car there, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, well, I was unconscious in the back seat for most of it.
Mm-hmm. As Salem sits there thinking, over his shoulder, y'all can hear, and also you start to begin to see Black Hawk helicopters coming over the southmost peak.
Honestly,
no.
I'm fine just passing this off to the government's hands. I don't know how everyone else feels. Maybe it's the extensive blood loss, so I might not be thinking straight.
I don't think we should trust them with this.
What, the government? Yeah, those guys
I
fuck
don't-
over. Those guys fuck over everybody almost constantly.
I don't think that's the government.
Oh well,
I
then they're
mean-
perfect.
WWW and the SSS are still the government.
You
Well, they're
see,
the government.
you see,
Subsidiaries.
We're
Yes.
debating this as the helicopters land.
you see before the helicopters get too terribly close. You see Salem crane his head up to the sky and just kind of start to slowly float straight up and starts to quickly pick up speed.
Hey, man, where are you going? No, stay right here.
Doesn't listen.
I don't think he's.
Well, shit, I can't stop him. What the fuck am I gonna do? Shoot him? No.
Dragonite, can you go grab him?
I use agility question mark?
I mean, I've never that. I'm not even sure that. Fine, and he starts going up as well.
Be careful, man. I have it on good authority that it can deflect a hyper beam. Because that movie was out by now. It's been out for decades.
Hey,
Yeah.
as the Blackhawk helicopters get closer, you actually hear them open fire on Salem and Dragonite.
Oh, are you fucking kidding me?
You see Salem raise his bulbous fingers and stop the bullets in midair, but you also see Dragonite get hit a couple of times, revert to his Pokeball, and start to plummet back to Earth.
I would like to go over to my car where there's probably a CB radio in there, and start going through frequencies until I can get on the local U.S. government channel.
I'm not convinced that's a thing.
I don't know, it might be.
Okay.
I'm not convinced that's a thing.
They might be monitoring frequencies, so like something might work.
All right. What's a good roll for this?
I want them to stop shooting the Pokemon.
I guess manipulate someone?
Yeah, I guess so. Like, you'll get to them eventually. They're definitely doing it. Just convincing them to stand down.
Okay, well, this isn't gonna be great, but it's gonna be fine. I've officially switched over to the professional, so I don't have good charm anymore.
You know,
Gonna be
for
fun.
this last roll, go ahead and roll with your crooked charm.
Oh, okay. Well then it's 13.
Cool.
I rolled a 10.
Nice. Yeah, that works. That works very well. What exactly are you barking into your CB?
Hey there, Natter. I need you to stop firing at these fucking Pokemon in the sky, please. We're trying to have a talk.
Copy that. What exactly is going on?
Rat, so, Natter, we've got this fucking situation going on here, Rat. These fucking Pokemon over here, one of them was a cat, but now it's not. We just need everybody to chill out so we can all talk this out. Over.
Give me that dang thing. Yeah, this is Alpha class personnel of the SSS Jackson. So,
I'm sorry, hold on. Sorry to interrupt. You said SSS Jackson?
this is correct. To whom am I addressing?
This is Justice Jackson?
You gotta be shitting
Over.
me. You gotta be shitting me. You've got to be shitting me. Sir, your finger's still on the button. The Blackhawk helicopters go and start to circle up around a field nearby. It's like it is a grassy area just outside of the James farm. You know, home of Timothy James, the sweetest boy in town.
Sweetest boy in town.
The sweetest boy in town.
Jay's going to do something he hasn't done all night, which is he's going to take Juniper's hand and walk over to the grass.
Hey, you're too tired to activate that muscle. The teleport
exactly.
muscle.
Can
If you
Mewtwo
teleport enough
intercept radio
times, you don't need to
frequencies?
worry about probably.
I didn't hear what he was saying over you.
Can Mewtwo intercept radio frequencies?
He can intercept brain frequencies, so I guess. I mean, if you think hard enough in his general direction.
I'm gonna try with CB first and just click it on. And he goes, "Hey Mewtwo, everything's cool down here. Could you come back so we can talk this over?" Over.
Negative.
It's over.
I'm off to seek my purpose.
Sorry, come back. I heard seek purpose. Over. Negatory. We're gonna need you to circle back and land so that we can talk this out. Over.
I'm sorry, but you are not my master. I'm going to speak with my creator to directly ascertain my purpose. Over.
Try to convince him that's a bad idea.
No.
Sorry, hold on a second. You said your creator has been sucked out into the infinity of space and has since had his eyeballs exploded from thousands of megatons of pressure. Over.
I know that's a lie.
I was about to correct
Over.
you, but I understand that's a lie.
Not a lie. Over. Sent him into space. Fully saw it myself. Over. I did see it myself. That
You
he
also-
got sucked into space.
Didn't you also see?
I called Splendify, and
Splendify had him.
Oh.
And he got a bigger, a tougher cane to put him in. Which is, I assume, gonna fail in 3 episodes instead of 2 this time.
Aha!
Well, have a go at it then. Over. Closing this channel. Over.
It's not a channel. You're just thinking to me.
On a CB radio.
It is something familiar that makes you feel comfortable with the idea of sending your brainwaves, which makes it more effective than just uncomfortably thinking in a general direction.
Okay.
Does DJ overhear this? Or is he
Absolutely, he's overhearing this.
Okay, cool. DJ is just gonna. I feel like DJ is smart enough to not need a framing device. He can just think and understand that that's gonna work.
Yeah.
He has got 3 sharp. And he's gonna think like, "Hey, I've met your master. Even if you can get to him, it's not gonna go well for you. He had only sinister plans for you." And DJ does 100% believe what he just said. He doesn't think it's a lie. DJ tries not to lie for reasons.
Right. You don't get a response. He just keeps flying.
Cool.
He's on his moody teenager shit.
That's all that matters. Yeah, that's fine.
Anyway, the Blackhawks are landing.
I don't love that it happened. Like, DJ believe the WWW could capture and detain Star. At least temporarily. Yes, I'm not too worried. Worst case scenario is the WWW, which is a dub in my book.
Right, so guys, as we're kind of walking up to the thing, make sure y'all don't have any weapons on you because these are government officials and you know how they get around triggers.
So I grab a knife out of my pocket, it turns into a sword. I grab another knife, and it turns. I do this for several minutes.
You leave a scorched trail of several knives behind you.
Well, that's
and then I just take the gun. Yeah, I'm in my pajamas, dog, but I still got 5 knives on me. And then I look at my gun, and I think about it for a second. And I just wave my hand, and it disappears as I use what I need when I need it. So it's just
cool.
In a pocket dimension somewhere.
Justice,
Yeah, and
the last image you have of your father, in your whilst in your own body, was his aviators in the rear view mirror as he dropped you off at the Trinity Home for Boys when you were still very young. And you see those very same goddamn motherfucking aviators attached to a whole-ass man step out of a Black Hawk helicopter. He's got a kind of Silver Fox vibe going on. He's got a strong jaw and the most immaculate suit you've ever seen.
He's hot and pissed.
He's
hot.
American flag pin. He's got himself a pair of floor shines on his feet. Florshins? I can't even pronounce it. I work with these clothes and I can't pronounce the name of the company.
I'm furious that he's hot.
And he kind of looks at you with his arms crossed as the 3 of you make your way across the field.
You guys hear, he doesn't. Oh, this motherfucker's so happy right now that I just dropped all of my guns.
I didn't. That we never if push comes to shove. I have one more. It's going your way. I got swords. I don't need.
And as you guys approach, you pick up this last bit of conversation that this this silver fox gentleman in the immaculate suit is having with a jumpsuited person. He's wearing it's like a orange and black jumpsuit person now with a pair of goggles over his head. So, do you think this might be a possible ET? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Got it. All
Well,
right.
That's certainly a way to treat your employees.
I'll treat my employees however way I want, boy.
I remember, like, Justice, do you ever, because he doesn't know what this is, he goes, Justice, do you have a past with former governor of Tennessee?
We're acquainted.
Acquainted. Acquainted. Son, you're a stain that missed its mark and landed somewhere where it was able to grow. You will treat me with more respect.
Ooh, you're so lucky that I didn't bring my guns.
I think DJ's smart enough to figure out what's going on, and he goes, oh, I see. And he just gets a big-ass smile. Right now he's still, like, bleeding from the neck, and he just does smile. He's unstable. I will remind you, he is not in a sustainable condition right now.
Can I get a
Justice
hotel?
also has a minor concussion.
Can I get a hotel class? Can I get 2 hotel classes down here, please? 2 green jumpsuited individuals come with gauze and start to, patch you up.
The moment they touch
Which one of us
Justice,
are you
I
here to
swear.
get? I'll let it happen.
I'm having a
Which
hard
one of us are
time
you
on.
here to get?
I think you need to back off your mic, man.
Me?
I'm not
No,
close.
not
Okay,
noodle.
let's back here? How
Yeah,
you doing?
that's a much better actually.
Yeah.
I was like, is it gonna go?
Because of my new job, I've changed the way my desk is. So this is like where it used to be, but I also used to be like over here.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm just gonna move the microphone back a lot. There we go.
That is so much cleaner. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes.
just
I should have
because
said
I'm
something
used to
earlier.
Yeah. There we go. I got there in the end.
I swat away any attempts to like work on any blood or anything. I want nothing from this man.
So,
Take medical care.
Yeah.
what exactly can you civilians tell me about that SSS?
Oh, absolutely. I'm sorry. Tell you about what?
The
Feel free to
extraterrestrial.
describe it.
What extraterrestrial?
born here.
I didn't see an extraterrestrial. Man, you government types sure are wacky, aren't you?
I can guarantee.
DJ's
there was
just
no
relieved 'cause he thought-
extraterrestrial.
Yeah, DJ's just relieved because he thought he was about to be kidnapped. Because the only thing he knows about this guy is that he once picked up a Matrix by force, and he just found out he's got like teleportation and like just all kinds of shit. So he's just relieved that this isn't about him.
Bring out the Sierra class. From out of one of the helicopters, a familiar scrongly boy in a white jumpsuit comes out and stands next to your father. Simon,
Fuck!
Oh no.
This
I see you know.
traitor piece of shit.
oh, so you know him? Yeah. Picked him up a couple months ago. He's very good at finding rogue, spontaneously creating himself AI and putting him to rest. Ain't that right, boy? Simon finds them. Simon terminates them.
We're gonna
Now,
have a talk later, Simon. But all
now
of us, the family-
let me enlighten y'all about what the SSS really does. We do handle paranormal, but we try to focus on matters like spontaneously created AI, and I'm pretty sure that thing headed to the moon has something to do with what we call an SSS Class 00, otherwise known as the Missing No... what's that word? It's a good word. It's a great word. Damn. I'll think of it later. Now, someone was lulled in by a missing no and created a body for it. This is the first time that we haven't been able to stop one, and I need to know exactly what's going on and why it was created so that we could put a stop to it. And right now, it's headed towards the fucking wizards, and I don't want their hands all over this nonsense. You heard?
Or the wizards created it, so you're off to a bad start.
Yeah, you're gonna have to have a talk with Dr. Splendify about this.
I hate that, man.
He's very bad at his job.
I hate that, man. Yeah, I know he's bad at his job. Guess who has to clean up his motherfucking messes?
Didn't you used to work for him?
No.
I will remind you. Actually, I don't know if you know. I don't know if you do your paperwork. I can tell when people are lying, which is currently a lie.
Simon believes so. Simon has seen it in action. Yes! Back when I was merely back when I was merely a representative of Tennessee, I was, a liaison between the government and the wizards. But since then, I've worked my way up the ranks and have now got myself a cushy alpha class position as the de facto leader of the SSS. Now, it's become clear to me that there's only one course of action. It's to extend a little bit of, what's the word? It's a real good word. Ah, yes. Nepotism. I'm offering... Justice, you're a mistake. You've always been a mistake.
Fuck.
How would you like to not be a mistake? I'm willing...
How would you like to wait there for like 2 minutes while I walk 20 feet that way?
No. How would you like to become a Yankee-class SSS agent?
These alphabetical in reverse order, so that Alpha would be the best, and like a Zulu would be the worst.
Yes.
And you gotta make your way up. That's what So, like, a hotel class isn't just a medic, it's just someone who happens to be ranked that way?
Yes. Yes, and.
Okay, gotcha. I'm just figuring out your system.
The only mistake you made, old man, was not wrapping your fucking willy. Alright?
I don't like the way condoms feel, son.
Justice is my best friend.
Well then you know what, you're just an absolute inconsiderate prick. Alright? Like, seriously, if a woman asks you to wear a fucking condom, you wear a goddamn condom. Have some goddamn respect for your local man.
Simon! Does the apple fall far from the tree? No, sir, the apple is not far from the tree. Now we can talk about merits back and forth about who's the better man, or you can help me save the world. You got that, son?
We don't need your help to save the world.
Well, actually, he's kind of wrong. I gave up a lot of my abilities, but
I can't tell when people are lying. You keep your fucking mouth shut, young man.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. I could certainly use the help because we've been all here doing the fucking grunt work while you sit up there in your goddamn ivory tower doing fuck all.
And we thank you for that. Would you like to make it official? Would you like to stop being a contractor and start being the contracted?
Sure, why not?
Actually, we were never mind.
He holds out his hand.
We were contracted.
Yeah, we were contracted by E.S.Pizza, which I now own, I think. So
Yeah.
I'm already.
Then it's a merger, then. And he holds out his hand.
As he holds out his hand, I spit at his feet and say, "My people will contact your people," and then walk the other way.
Am I your people?
Simon, who are his people?
I started falling behind. Hold on, am I your people? Who's contacting?
Yeah, I'm still holding your hand.
The Jacksons turn away from
the SSS.
The Jacksons turn away from each other and walk back to the respective corners.
I start picking up knives that turn into swords and putting them back in my jacket.
You guys have yourselves a little team huddle by the forest line.
Okay. Your dad was a dick. I think you knew that. Like, I have nothing. My dad's a literal demon, and I'll take him any day over what I just experienced.
Yeah, he's a real rat piece of shit, isn't he?
Yeah, I already hated government.
I didn't know he was your dad. I thought he was just a... I already hated him. He captured your uncle, I point to, Juniper.
Yeah.
He specifically did that. We saw it happen.
Nah, he's a rat piece of shit. This motherfucker. He's lucky we didn't bring it. I shouldn't have said not to carry any firearms. That was a fucking stupid idea. Who the fuck was I thinking?
Well, if we
I've actually been
wanted to
working
do
on this new
anything,
thing, and I make the revolver here.
That is fucking cool. Holy shit, dude. What the fuck?
I don't know how I'm doing it. I don't want this anymore. It disappears. I want it again, and it reappears. I don't know how I'm doing it, and it disappears again.
Well, shit, that's fucking cool. I got no other words to... That's fucking
Between
cool,
that
man.
and the wings, it's been a really rough day, which I will remind Juniper. Justice said he does not see any wings, so I don't think he knows what I'm talking about.
no.
It has not been said that Justice sees any wings.
No, it was specifically, it was said that Juniper saw wings, and it was specifically said that Justice did not.
Yeah.
You gotta have a noble truth in your heart to see these bad boys.
You're paying attention.
I take notes.
Well, shit, so I guess we have the support of our local government.
I think I'm your local government now. We have the support of the federal government now.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah.
Well,
listen, you guys want to? I definitely can't fight these people right now, guys. Do you want to just say whatever and we'll get back to them?
Oh, I'm not gonna speak another fucking word to that man until he has either some motherfucking money for me, or a mission.
All right, we'll contact you later. And I just start walking back towards the car.
I follow DJ.
I'm holding Juniper's hand, so unless she resists, then I let go.
No.
Whatever. He's not gonna drag her, but as long as she's compliant. Alright. I can't teleport again. Can you please take me home?
Yeah, no problem.
I say.
Cool.
And my government, it's still Valentine's Day, so we'll go to Juniper and go Happy Valentine's Day again.
I want you to know that this particular ride home is probably the roughest you've ever had with Justice. He does not
already injured every ride.
He does not stop at stop signs. He's running red lights. The speedometer has not gone below 70.
God.
Cool, that's fine.
This is one of those ride homes where
he's fine.
This is one of those ride homes where the music is cranked as loud as it possibly can go, and Justice says nothing but just looks forward on the road.
Yep. Juniper, if you want to just, you could stay there tonight. We teleported. We don't have your bike. I have now an extra bedroom, if you'd like.
Yeah, I think I should stay with you for a while.
Yeah. How do we tell your parents about this?
Oh, they don't care if I'm out as long as I tell them that I'm with friends.
No, I meant the demon and you two.
Oh, well, they know about all this stuff, but they don't think I'm in as deep as I am.
Alright, as long as I'm not worried, I'm not worried. I don't try talking to Justice. I see that's a waste of time.
He only turns it down for like 30 seconds to ask, does anybody want McDonald's, as we pass by McDonald's.
Fucking, I will take any and all food. I am
amazing.
I think I've lost 5 to 10 pounds this session, last session.
Everybody's having anxiety. Everybody gets McDonald's. New T-shirt.
I'll take 2 junior chickens and a McFlurry. I swear to God, if your fucking ice cream machine is broke.
The lady on the other side of the mic says, I don't know what to tell you. But
we just skid out and go to the next McDonald's.
We skid out and go to a Wendy's, and as we do, Frosties are better!
Oh no!
Wendy's. We all get 4 for 4s and some Frosties, and we all go to my house. Justice, would you like to?
I don't think I can be alone right now, yeah.
Alright, we go up to the apartment, I guess. DJ, with, most out of character thing possible, is going to open the cabinet and just knock back an entire bottle of rosé until someone stops him.
Oh, did.
Yeah.
It's the.
It's like 3 a.m. if I recall.
Well, no, I said something about as the Mewtwo was backed by the rising sun, so it's like.
Yeah, it was
8 maybe.
It's started.
It's like 8 maybe.
It's before noon. It's before noon, and we're before noon drinking. Great.
Yeah, and then he just throws the empty bottle into the trash and walks and plops over onto the couch.
And you just slammed that whole thing back, huh?
And I remind you that he normally doesn't drink, so this isn't
Justice
go well.
Justice is gonna go over to your kitchen and just like grab a pot, fill the bottom with water, and then just like bring it over to you and sit it beside the couch. You might need that, buddy. Well, shit, guys, what's the plan?
My dad's coming back.
No, I don't think your dad's coming back either, buddy.
God damn it! I forgot where the portal is. I'm trying to look it up.
Huntington.
Okay.
Huntington.
Sorry.
Huntington.
You guys are all.
The city where the McElroy brothers are from.
I looked up McElroy hometown, so.
Yep, that's exactly what happened.
Fun fact, we have a local representative here in Abbotsford named Justin McElroy. I was so fucking sad when I learned that.
Oh,
that Justin McElroy wasn't my local senator.
Aw. You guys are eating, and all 3 of you get a phone call at the same time.
From who?
From, what? How
does it say unknown number?
It says that's the word I was looking for. Unknown number. I'm using a lot of words today.
Accept.
I did not understand what you
said.
said.
Still in my room. Yeah.
Justice is used to getting contacted by unknown numbers. You know.
We all just put it on speaker at once, so it creates a weird feedback chain.
Sure, why not?
I'm not
That'd be funny. That'd be funny.
The government as much as I want.
That.
Then I can imagine we all give each other this look and just answer.
I just put it on speaker. Yeah.
Yeah, I do that, and then wait for them to talk.
You got DJ. You got DJ.
You got
it.
You see that DJ's and Juniper's phone hang themselves up.
Fuck.
Okay.
Simon says never do that again. Simon says you have an incoming message from the alpha class.
DJ says go fuck off.
Justice says we need to have a family meeting soon.
Feeling sentimental already, boy?
Sorry, what was that?
Not you.
Listen, we're charting the extraterrestrial. It is indeed headed straight for the moon. We're sending you for your very first mission to intercept it on the moon, because we understand that you've been there already.
I was there earlier today. Well, right outside of it, but.
Yeah, we're gonna hook you up with state of the art. Let's see, what class is this? Let's see, would be a freaking I'm gonna set you up with a uniform class RV, retrofitted with all the equipment that you might need, and we're gonna send you to West Virginia, Huntington, West Virginia, and you are going to infiltrate the portal, get to the moon, and yet see what you can do about the extraterrestrial. See if you can't get it to stop. And these are your marching orders. Failure to do so will result in termination.
Can we sleep first?
You can sleep on the road, and he hangs up.
Alright, well, DJ's going to drunkenly stumble to his room, to his infirmary, and keep working on his injuries. Faith, sweets, patience, we're going on a road trip.
Oh boy, where are we going?
Off route. Also, my dad is gone. It's fine.
Aw, he was funny.
He's a demon. I think is the only one who actually knew that.
That's probably why he was funny.
pick up
what
the
do
sweet
you guys
and
have?
hand him to Justice and go, your problem.
You guys have like 20 minutes before the tricked out RV shows up.
So I don't have time to change out of my pajamas then.
Don't you have like
It's
equip
also
magic?
my house.
Oh yeah, I could.
You when you changed at Rose's house, you used equip magic.
Okay,
Yeah,
I was gonna say, we've been dating for like 12 hours. There's definitely not a pair of your clothes here to change into.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to know that I have pajamas on underneath.
That's fine. DJ puts on his suit, and he finds just a regular suit, which he offers out to Justice, his non-purple one.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
I don't
not
know.
gonna
I
wear
don't
it.
know.
He's not gonna wear it, but he's gonna take it.
Yeah. I don't even think it would fit him. In my head, Justice is like bulky strong. A DJ is like that skinny version of strong, where you just have so little fat that you have abs anyway.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Justice, you receive a text directly from Simon that says, is there anyone from town that you would like to recruit to your personal task force?
I text him Amelia, Connor, Kira, and then just one letter, S.
What's going to be the Simon text back was already assigned to travel with you.
Well, shit, guys. I think this might be it. We're going to the moon.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the context we wanted, though.
No, it really isn't. It's really not. It is really not.
I didn't get
Meeting
to
in the
hear
Oubliette panic
anything.
room. Meeting in the Oubliette panic room. Leave your phone behind.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Cool. We all crawl into my walk-in closet.
You don't go in one at a time to deposit the phones?
No, I'm leaving the phones out of the bedroom entirely.
I'm still having a hard time understanding you sometimes.
Oh no, I don't know what's going on
The
today.
phones are left on the kitchen counter.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Gotcha.
The room is protected by normal and mystical means, and pretty much safe from anything. Monsters can't even get in my room, so I'm fine.
Cool.
Yeah.
So what's the deal, DJ? Why'd you want us in here?
Are we heisting the moon, or are we just going to do the job we're there for? I feel
think-
like it's going to be chaos, so if we want to steal something, this might be the time. So he's not exactly.
Look, you're not at all wrong, but honestly, this is not the opportunity I was hoping for. I was hoping to have a little bit more planning done. And sure, maybe if we can get away with something, that'd be cool. But I don't think that's our number one mission here. I think we're being told.
I'm just saying, and he makes the gun reappear in his hand and puts it down. I think I can do that with anything.
Really?
I think so. I mean,
So you can
mechanically,
just-
yes, I can do that with anything. But it has to be, any small object.
Okay, shit.
And
Well
I'm
then,
taking
yeah,
small
absolutely.
to be anything that I can fit in one hand comfortably.
Yeah, I think we should try to do whatever they tell us to do, but if the opportunity presents itself, there's nothing stopping us.
Yeah, absolutely. Then that sounds great. Yeah.
There is a knock
leaving-
at the door.
Busy.
It's my house.
Yeah.
The apartment door, not the door to the bedroom.
Yeah. And if it was my closet, someone was about to die.
Right.
I make my way. I'm still wearing jammy bottoms, but I now have a suit like blazer on,
Right.
and I open the door. What?
It's Kira and Connor.
Kira, Connor, good to see you.
You guys
He
ready?
pulls Connor's nose,
We're all ready.
and he takes both their hands, and just kind of puts them into the house. I gotta make some pizzas before I go. I am dying of hunger, and Wendy's was not enough.
Oh, nice! You're making pizza. Oh, yeah, nice. I love coming here. There's always
Because,
pizza.
Yeah, it's a pizza shop, Connor. And it,
It'd be weird if you came in and we had sandwiches.
right, a little bit. I don't know. There's some pretty good Italian sandwiches too, but
Yeah. What do you
So
mean
ha-
sandwiches? Here we got stromboli.
how's it going, guys?
Yeah, so I guess we work for the government now, boss.
Where's Amelia?
Yeah, fuck, I guess so, man.
Amelia's
You
loading
left
her.
Amelia at the beach. Is she okay?
No, Amelia's fine. Amelia is loading her third and fourth duffel bag of explosives into the RV.
I have
Can I have just a moment with these two, and then we're ready to go?
Okay. Do you want me to? Wait, I don't work here. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I worked at a different restaurant.
Back to the panic room. Guys, I have something very important I need to say, because it's going to become relevant very soon. And
Okay.
he's in the panic room, and he whispers and goes, I have not been able to tell if people are lying, and I'm kind of freaking out about it.
Oh.
So,
great. Now I can just stop speaking with like around things. I don't have to not directly lie anymore. That's awesome.
I'm just going to assume you're always lying. But yeah.
DJ, come on.
That's a
I'm here.
great
It's
show
me,
of
Christmas.
confidence.
Would I ever do that to you?
Yes, definitively. That's why you had to talk in circles all the time.
Well, yeah, I guess you found me out, didn't you?
I could do that. You didn't know I could do that for like 6 months of knowing each other. Yes, I know how much you lie to me.
Fair enough. All right. Well, that's certainly a loss, but I'm sure maybe you'll find it again one day.
I'm the angel of truth or something, so I'm figuring it out. I'll figure it out. I'll get it back.
The angel of truth.
I think my mom's the angel of truth. I had a wild fucking dream. I'll tell you about it in the band. The
RV.
For sure,
RV.
man. For sure, man.
I know what it is. I'm just playing a drunk character.
Also, before
Thank
we
you,
go, I'd like to have a quick talk with Connor, Kira, and Amelia, real quick, just to make sure that they know the stitch on Simon.
Get them in the oubliette, I guess. Hold on. If I run this place now, can we?
We don't know if
I
they're
was just
bugged
thinking
or
we still
not.
have meetings walking.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Because that's like unsanitary.
Well, what am I gonna do? Just strip search them? That sounds invasive.
Do you have any codes that
DJ
you
walk-
walk in?
Do we have
DJ
codes?
walks.
Yeah.
DJ walks out of the room, and he looks at Kiara and Connor and goes, "Hey, reminder, I can tell when you're lying. Do you know if you have any bugs on you?"
Bugs? No, my mom uses a special shampoo for that.
Not Kiara. Kiara, I'm asking you, Kiara. It's Kiara, isn't it?
Why'd you do that? Don't do that.
Yeah. Anyway, do you have a bug on you that you know about? Are you wearing a wire?
If it was a good bug, how would I know about it?
Maybe you're intentionally wearing a wire. And he walks up
No.
to his phone. He doesn't do anything or say anything. He just leaves it to his phone. He goes, "Simon, remind I can tell if you're lying. Is there a bug on you still?"
There is so. I'm sorry. Every like sentence and a half, my brain just focuses in on all of the outside noise that's not your speaking. There's like a persistent buzzing every time you talk into this mic, and it's just it's causing my brain a lot of the time just go like, huh? It's weird. So sometimes sometimes I miss like whole sentences of what you're talking about.
He was asking Simon if they had a bug on them. Or they were bugged.
No, Simon did not bug them.
I think about Craig. I shot back.
Now that completely bugged out, and I could not hear it at all.
He takes them.
Yeah, I can hear all of you right now, but you're all frozen. So I'm gonna disconnect and reconnect.
Okay.
Okay.
I think it might be his internet.
It definitely seems like it.
Might be.
So, I would definitely, we would as criminals know the concept of thieves' cant. which is basically just the way thieves speak to each other using codes. So Justice would like to gather Amelia, Connor, and Kira. And specifically, he'd like to say to them, our family's been burned, Simon's turned Bobby. And in Thieves' Cant, it means our crew's been compromised, Simon has betrayed us.
Everyone, including Connor, which is interesting. I think Thieves' Cant might be Connor's special interest. Everyone understands, all three of them. I mean, Simon's not in the room right now, obviously, or else it'd be a stupid thing to say. All three of them understand it completely.
And then I say, you got that?
Yeah.
I know it's unfortunate.
He sends me the best memes, and now it's gonna suck that I can't see him anymore.
No, that's not how it's gonna go, because we have to work with him.
Oh.
We for the sake of our government overlords.
Gotcha.
We kind of have to run along with their shit, and Simon's gonna be a part of that.
Gotcha. We're a part of your shit.
You know what?
Simon's
guys,
a part of their shit.
I'm so confused. You can be whatever you want to be at this point. I don't fucking know, man. I'm kind of having a bit of a breakdown over here.
Hey, come here. And Kira gives you a hug. Aww. We've got this.
Aww.
We've got this.
And it's just... we're a family, right?
Always. The world turned its back on us, so we take it back. We take it back, and the Connor comes in with a bigger hug. And then Amelia comes in, kind of jumping on top of the pile.
Get a room, you fool.
Get the fuck out!
You're in my bedroom. In my house.
Yeah, well, you're an asshole.
I love you too, Justice.
I've never said anything like that. And I suppose that would end after a couple minutes, and then we'd probably gather ourselves and just...
Y'all file into the big, futuristic black RV, and you pile in through the narrow stepway up. There's, the underside that has a bunch of storage stuff, and you see that it is really, like I said, state of the art. There is it's mostly blacks and dark grays with red accents all over the place. The entire front of it is completely walled off, and you can see a kind of HAL 9000-ish sphere kind of sticking out of the wall that would directly go into the driver's piece, and you see that this RV is driven by AI.
Wait, the RV's being driven by AI?
Yes.
That's kind of fucking cool.
It's state of the art. That way
we don't have to... That's damn near unheard of.
Yeah, that's... Well, I guess our government has... I guess our government has been keeping secrets from us.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, what do we know, right?
Hey,
yeah.
Is there a bed here anywhere?
Several. The most of the back is just bunks and bunks of sleeping quarters.
Cool. DJ's gonna stop listening and just go to bed. Do I sound better now, by the way?
A little choppy.
Little choppy, still a little buzzy.
Yeah. I suspect Discord is the problem, not my microphone, because I was using it for something else earlier and it's working fine.
Mm-hmm.
It is owned by Microsoft.
Oh no, he's...
Anyway, that's my suspicion.
The RV's got everything.
Discord.
The RV's got everything. It's got a little kitchenette. It's got a little dining area. It's got a little lounge area. It's kind of got a conversation pit thing going on, and it's got a projector and a roll-down screen for watching movies and TV shows. It's got a full bath, which is unheard of in an RV. It's got also a simulation target range. It's like a golf simulator, but instead you shoot not incredibly high speed, but pretty high speed foam ball projectiles at a screen. In the similar way of a golf simulator, but it's like an artificial firing range, and then bunks and bunks of sleeping quarters. There's a couple of like 2 queens, and then the rest are all twins. Along with plenty of storage space for all of your stuff. Not like a lot of personal space. Like there's like not like a shelf for trinkets and whatnot. But whatever you can like keep reliably on the bunk, on your bunk, on the matted surface is basically your territory.
Cool. But DJ's pick up one of the pillows on the queen and just take all the knives out, put it underneath, and just flop face first unconscious.
Cool. Are you claiming one of the queens, or
onto the pillow, not onto the knives? Yeah.
I'd still
got
understand.
Wings, okay? That needs space. Yes, he's doing that. He got wings, okay?
They're not like huge wings. They're like little icons. I thought I described them as such.
He's using that as an excuse. He just wants to criticize them.
I'm sorry, I'm slow.
Oh, here's an important question. Who else can see them?
Oh yeah, I mean, he doesn't know that some people can't. I guess he does, but he doesn't know who can and can't see them. That's like an extension of his power.
Yeah, I think that'd be a little bit metagamey.
He doesn't know that Justice can't and Juniper can.
I mean, if you wanna go ahead and ask if Juniper wants to ask about it, then she's totally free to do so.
Yeah, I think so. DJ knows that someone needs to have a noble truth in the heart to see them.
Mm-hmm.
He does not know that Juniper doesn't know that fact. As far no one has said anything about the wings, so as far as Juniper, I think, is concerned, DJ just has wings.
I'm pretty sure that's a thing that Juniper decides for herself. But all right.
Yeah, I'm just saying like what data she would have right now.
Yeah.
Not.
Like, you told me that about your dream with your mom being an angel and pieces fit together.
Yeah. He's
I'm
drunk
not going
now.
to be
He's
sharing
asleep
your
now,
secret.
so. Good.
Cool. So what are you guys doing as the RV, like, the doors close and they start to roll off for parts, unknown.
Parts unknown.
Parts are y'all are going to West Virginia. I know you're sleeping. We've covered that.
He's sleeping, so.
Yes. I think I know what Justice is doing. Juniper, do you have an idea?
Yeah, I'm just like taking stock of my materials and stuff that I have on me.
Get your herbs all spread out on the dining room table.
Yeah.
Cool. Amelia comes up to you and takes a seat across from the other side and says, "So what is you a herbalist?"
No, I'm a witch. I've told you guys. These are my materials.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 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 I don't get it. I don't get it. I think I've definitely seen you do some weird stuff, but I don't get it. What's with the herbs and stuff? How does this work?
Okay, so I pluck like a flower out of the pile, and I have a little ball of wind in my hand as I use it.
How are you doing that?
It's just a natural ability I have.
That's
kind of like Connor's a werewolf. I'm a witch.
What? Connor's a what? No, he's not. No, he's not.
You didn't know that?
What?
Was I not supposed to tell?
Connor's a werewolf. Who else knows? Are we in danger? Are we in danger?
No.
It is Connor. It is Connor.
Yes.
Okay.
So in my head, you can see in the background that Connor was like falling asleep or balled up at my feet, and like he's a werewolf.
He's a werewolf. like It's just over Juniper's shoulder. We can see Connor curled up in like that kidney bean shape that dogs do.
Yep.
Connor's away.
I seriously thought you guys knew.
I thought he was just a lockpick. And kind of stupid and cute in a himbo kind of way. But like he's like a werewolf.
Yeah, like my family kind of knows. Justice and DJ know.
And Justice didn't tell me. Justice didn't tell him. And he got. Where are you, Justice, at this point?
Is there a driver's seat? I know it's AI driven, but is there a windshield with like a front windshield wiper and a driver's seat?
It takes some. It takes a little bit of finessing, but you do manage to find a fingerprint panel. You press your thumb into that, and a sliding door. Well, no, not a sliding door. A large section of this wall turns around, revealing the driver's seat.
Alright, that's what I was hoping for.
And then when you sit down, it turns back around and you can see the road ahead of you.
Oh, shit. This is some high-tech shit. Wait, so am I, like, inside a wall right now?
No, you're in the driving, like, cockpit.
Okay.
It looks normal. You can see some strange, like, nodes all about that you're not quite sure what they do. But you look to the passenger seat and, like, a vaguely see-through blue human-ish shape starts to form from these nodes from all over the inside. And just this, like, vaguely transparent blue human... It's like a stick figure rendered in 3D space is sitting next to you.
Hi. Not much of a talker? That's fine.
What seems to be the problem, officer?
Abuse the shit out of that.
Oh, robot just called you a fucking pig. What are you gonna put up with that?
Well, if you must know, I'm under direct orders from the SSS.
License and registration, please.
The glove compartment opens, and the AI-generated stickman fumbles around in it and pulls out a gun.
Ah. That's not needed.
I know you've never heard of the SSS, officer.
Alright, so, hi there. My name's Justice Jackson, Mr. AI model.
Yankee class personnel detected.
Yankee class? God damn. Is that really what he calls us? Yankee class?
You are Yankee class personnel.
What does that even mean? Give me a full rundown of your shit, robot.
I am RV. I drive Yankee and Zulu class personnel to essentially suicide missions.
Bitch, what?
Essentially suicide missions.
Oh,
You
so
didn't expect this to be called that?
well, kinda, but not. So we're
our hearts.
so we're being sent to the moon because
Huntington, West Virginia.
to Huntington, West Virginia, because we're not supposed to come back.
It is not expected. The likelihood of your survival is 0.33333333337.
So 0.333333334 then technically, because we round up because the 7 is closer to 10 than the. You're an AI model. You should know this.
I do not round.
I'm honestly impressed that you know this.
I just don't think he's dealing with high-level decibels like that very often in his day-to-day life.
All right, Mr. AI, it's been great talking with you.
Please,
here's
call
here's
me
a good
RV.
question. All right, RV. Here's a question. Can I drive?
That is the first time that has been asked.
I just feel a little bit more comfortable with my hands on the wheel.
I only ask that you do not veer off course. We are on a tight schedule.
No problem.
You can see the steering wheel kind of relax itself, and the RV starts to slowly drift off the side of the road.
And I take hold before that happens, and I just keep us on course.
Yeah.
So that's what Justice is doing.
20 miles.
No, actually, Justice is going, like, the speed limit about 5 kilometers under.
Okay.
This is a big-ass RV. He's never driven one this big before.
Meanwhile, back
Anyway,
at the table. Where did Justice go?
I don't know. I didn't see.
I'm gonna ask around and see if they knew, alright? I'm gonna make sure that we're all safe in a confined box with a fucking werewolf.
No, he's still a sweetheart. It's fine.
I'm
been a werewolf this whole time.
You know what? If you know what? I'm gonna ask Kira, and if Kira knew, it's gonna make me feel a whole lot better. All right. And she kind of slinks off to the firing range. As the soundproof door opens, you can hear a couple of shots go off, and then the soundproof door closes again. Now it's just you and your herbs. Sideman tapping away in the corner on his computer, and DJ's snoring with Connor curled up next to him.
Yeah.
Ah, it's adorable. Night comes. What do you guys? Where do you take your position for sleep?
I take the bunk above the queen.
There's 2 queens, so it would be the other queen.
Oh, okay.
You're throwing your stuff up on that queen when Kira from behind you says, "What do you think you're doing?"
Oh, did you claim this one? I'm sorry.
Technically no, but I kind of had my eye on it for most of the day.
Okay, you didn't put your stuff on it, so I wasn't sure if any of them were claimed.
Yeah, I should have done that. No, it's fine. You can have it.
Okay, thank you.
Wow. Oh, thanks.
Kill him with kindness.
Kill him with kindness. So you mean to... She throws her stuff up on one of the singles, and she leans over to you and says, "So you're not gonna sleep next to your boyfriend?"
How does she know we're dating? We've been doing so for a fucking day.
That is a question she has to ask.
Mom of the group? She's the mom of the group. She knows.
Oh, gotcha.
That is a question that is a question that Juniper herself has to ask.
We literally just started dating. I don't know how comfortable he is with that yet. And
Really?
he's asleep, so I can't ask him.
You mean you guys haven't been dating for like
I
months
am
now?
literally coddling Connor. Shut up, scooped up now.
That's adorable.
We only made it official, literally last night.
Oh. Could have fooled me. I thought you two were coupled the second Justice introduced us.
Oh no. We were just friends.
Imagine having that kind of chemistry just out of the gate with somebody. That's fucking incredible.
I think it's just nice to have someone that understands the things that I have to deal with.
You know what? I get that. We had a similar thing with Justice when I first met him. Detention. He spray painted a dick I spray painted a pair of jugs. It was great.
Love at first sight.
Well, we were on opposite ends of the building, so we didn't know what the other one was doing. But the school thought we were in on it together. Kind of self-fulfilling prophecy.
So, you made the school intersex.
Hey.
Yeah.
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 Well, we did, didn't we?
Yeah. Well, good night.
Night.
Wait, have you seen Justice around? Where's it?
I haven't seen him. That's weird. This place is so tiny. You'd think we'd
You
see him.
think, right? Okay, I'm gonna take another look around for him before I... Simon, get to bed! Simon says eat a dick.
I think the second she yells, DJ wakes up, freaks out, and a fucking gun appears in his hand. Ah!
And then Connor
He's a heavy sleeper.
Connor wakes up. Why do you have a gun?
Hey, I lean over the side. Hey.
Yeah.
The gun's pitched. Oh, what's going on? Where am I?
You look so comfortable. I wanted just to sleep.
We're still in the
Why do you have a gun?
It's fine.
Connor, I'm not. Hold on. I'm sorry. Connor, the gun's just happened. You're fine, Connor. I'm not mad at you. It's a queen-size bed. I assumed at least one other person was going to crawl in here.
Okay. You're not mad at me?
No, the gun's gone.
Okay.
No.
Cool. I did this. I did this once before when I was in the scouts, and the guy I crawled in with got really mad at me. So I just wanted to make sure. I'll get out of I'll get out of here if you. I'll go get my own bed.
You're fine, Connor.
Okay.
There's a bug on my wall. The cat wants it.
Oh.
What an adorable cat.
Little hunter.
She knows she is.
Welcome to the part of the stream where I'll get distracted by a cute cat.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Oh, man, I miss my
I love
cat.
you.
It's too bad she's not very vocal. I love when they chatter.
Oh, she is. Yeah, I don't know if you can.
Justice.
She's just a bag.
Justice, you can hear on the other side of the wall from where you're driving, Kira yelling at Simon to go to bed.
Of course.
And you can then hear her kind of lean her hand up against the wall, and you can hear the scanning of the fingerprint sensor. And then you see the passenger seat turn around. And you can hear her go, "What the? Huh?" She sits down in it. She turns back around.
Yeah, it's kind of neat, isn't it?
Oh, that's where... You know you don't have to drive this thing, right?
I just felt like somebody should. I'm not entirely sure I trust an artificial intelligence to keep its eyes on the road.
That is all I am programmed to do. Holy shit.
Yeah, ain't that right? Yeah, I know that's all you're programmed to do, but you know what happens? Glitches in the system, all right? And that's how we fly off a mountain going 150 miles per hour, all right? I'm just saying.
That is extremely unlikely.
Yeah, well, technology, you're not exactly my friend. So, Kira, what's up?
How are you doing?
Well, I'm driving an RV that was quote-unquote given to me, lended to me, by my father, who decided to reappear in my life after a good, 15, 16 odd years of leaving me with nothing but the memory of him in the rearview mirror.
That's rough.
So I'm not doing great, Kira. And I'm thinking that our plan to heist the moon, as it were. You heard none of that.
Affirmative.
He's only programmed to keep his eyes on the road, not snitch on us.
True story.
Not programmed to snitch.
Snitches end up in ditches. Anyway.
Yeah, you're an RV, it's therefore doable.
That's what I'm saying. Anyway. So, Yeah, honestly, I'm really just up here driving because I don't know what else to do right now.
And I did. I'm not too happy about your dad coming back. You know, throwing a big old rock in the pond, as it were.
Hmm.
I went to the shooting range that we have on this high-tech bucket of bolts. Made me feel.
Oh, and I can imagine it was fucking grand.
It's really good. They've got this thing where you can put an image from the internet onto flying discs, and you can shoot them. I've been shooting Gwyneth Paltrow all day. Because you know how Gwyneth Paltrow kind of looks like.
Ever do to you?
Gwyneth Paltrow looks just like my foster mother. All right.
You know what? Fair enough. And I high five Kira.
Speaking of, guess who shot me an email the other day?
No fucking way.
My
Really?
motherfucking foster mom. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Well, how's that bitch doing?
AIDS.
AIDS?
AIDS.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck
Full-blown
yeah.
AIDS?
Full blown. The whole shebang.
Full blown AIDS. Wow. That is just.
She gave me a 3 pages of please feel sorry for me.
And I bet you burned them all, didn't you?
It was an email.
I bet. Well, you can always throw the computer out a window. But anyway.
Simon would have a fit.
Simon not have a fit. Was it his computer?
No, it was my computer.
Oh, well then it's none of his goddamn business.
You know you knew I work at the grocery store, right? I'm not making enough to buy a new computer just because I want to be mad at my foster mother.
No, actually, I did not know you were working at the grocery store. You know, that's one thing that this whole E.S.Pizza business has not allowed us to do is act like a family anymore. I feel like I hardly know all y'all. It's been
too long.
It certainly has, and now we've got the fucking government throwing a wrench in the works of our little family.
Yeah.
And I'm just.
You know what? Do you see up in the distance a sign for a 7-Eleven? Remember when we used to, do crimes?
I do remember indeed doing crimes. That was some good times.
How about we let the others sleep and we do a little bit of shopping?
I could be down for that.
How much you want to bet they ain't got no good snacks on this here truck?
Oh, I've already searched the cupboards. They have absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
They don't even have sugar for your tea, but they do have a bag of Lipton.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew. Disgusting. So, do you want to turn over that 7-Eleven?
Yeah, sounds good to me. Hey, AI, turn off real quick. We need some plausible deniability from you.
He's not programmed to snitch.
You see all of the red accents. Everyone notices this. The red accents in the entirety of the RV dim to nothing.
Oh, so it's gone into sleep mode. It's sleep mode, guys.
Man, we put the RV to sleep.
We put the RV to sleep, bro. Goodbye, babe.
Justice. This is suspicious. I don't know if you're lying anywhere, but this is suspicious.
You're suddenly here?
It's kind of
you were saying that when you were talking to us, because after we were talking about the red lights turning off. I see that's you were telling us.
Well, no, that was me, the GM, telling you what you noticed.
Okay.
The driving and passenger seat is still separated from the rest of the vehicle.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, from the way that I thought he had come out and just showed us that the lights were just going into sleep mode.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, so
Alright.
A 7-Eleven's fine with me. Let's do this.
Woo! She pulls out a Glock.
Pulls out a lever action shotgun.
So what do you want to what maneuver you want to do? Want to do
I'm just thinking a good old classic put 'em up.
Good old fashioned stick 'em up. All right.
Good old fashioned stick 'em up.
She turns around in the chair and she kind of whistles to Connor. Connor, come here. Yeah. What's up? Hey, so sweetheart. Can you go into that 7-Eleven and tell me if there's anyone in there that's not working there? Oh, yeah, yeah. Is there anything you guys want? Like a moon bar or pumpkin seeds or a Slurpee? Can I get a Slurpee? Yeah, moon pie. You can get yourself
I'll take one of each.
Connor gets out of the RV and goes into the 7-Eleven, and 5 minutes later walks out with the biggest size Slurpee. Yeah, it's just the cashier working today. As he puts the haul on the table.
Great.
I love this man.
Does anybody want anything from inside? We're just gonna do a quick shopping run.
I
was just in there. I should have told me.
No, don't worry about it, Connor. We got this.
Oh, okay.
Anything that says Little Debbie on it, just as anything. I hope
Great,
it doesn't
got it.
sound you need to
also-
wire you some cash.
I don't really want to have to pay for the plastic bags. Does anybody have like a backpack or a duffel bag, just something that we can put it in?
Amelia goes over. Amelia goes over to the luggage carousel, and presses a button, gets one of her bags off of it, and dumps the duffel bag out onto the ground. It's just a whole lot of bombs. And empties it out. Just, here you go.
Thanks. All right, I think we're good to go. Kira?
Woo!
And Justice pulls down what looks like a toque is actually a full ski mask. And
Kira takes a bandana out of her pocket and does the bandito thing.
Should we be concerned?
And we leave the RV.
Go ahead and give me.
With balaclava on.
Go ahead and give Justice. Give me a manipulate someone roll.
Okay. This is going to be 0 charm, so.
Fun.
Oh God, you're not charming anymore.
That is a fail.
That is
Oh,
a
no.
fail. Oh God. So you enter the 7-Eleven.
You know what? I'll burn a luck.
Oh God, I love when we waste luck points. It's the best way to use them.
Sure. And I'm not.
Really
you know
is.
what? I don't feel like denying this luck point. Let's see.
Oh, that would have been a waste to
That
deny
would
this
have
one.
been a waste of a deny. So yeah, you enter the 7-Eleven with your shotgun up.
He points immediately at the cashier and goes, "Get on the fucking ground right now."
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna collapse this.
And I throw the duffel bag over to Amelia, and just say, "Just stack it up with whatever you want." I go behind the counter and I pull some zip ties out and I just say, "Lie down on your stomach."
Oh, way down south in the land of traitors. Grabs a big bag of freaking tortilla chips, cheese puffs, bugles. She doesn't take one of the individual rapid Little Debbie tree snack cakes. She takes the whole box. It's just out there on the shelf and just shoves them all in there. Rattlesnakes and alligators, right away. Do you got? How's your lighter? Do you need a new lighter? Make sure to grab one. I don't want to come back. We don't want to forget anything.
For sure. As I have him turned over, I hog tie his hands behind his back with zip ties and his feet together with zip ties. And then I just ask him before I do up his mouth. Where's the security room?
That way, back behind the refrigerators.
Great, bite down on this. And then Justice takes a used t-shirt. Actually, no, an unused t-shirt. It's been washed several times.
Gotcha. Good, thank you.
And just, like, stuffs it in his mouth and then zip ties around his face. Yeah, I'm a terrible person, guys.
That's why you can't see the wings.
And then he just quickly...
There's a noble truth in there.
He empties the register, and then when he finishes emptying the register, he's gonna go out to their security room, take the tapes, and... Yep.
You see Kira working on the second of 4 of the biggest Slurpee sizes that they carry. Just filling them up.
I'm also going to put the employee in a storage closet. Yep. And then I throw a bag of chips in there with him. If you can back out of your bonds, then you can have these. And I also throw a couple bottles of water and maybe a knife in the corner, just so that he can get to it, like eventually, you know, like, yeah, you know. But hold on a second, and I like put it like 6 feet up. It's above the door frame, so like. Yeah, don't worry. You'll get to it in a couple hours, but we'll be long gone by then.
I'm gonna put it off for a sec.
You really don't, buddy. And then yeah, we just fill up on the essentials, you know.
All the essentials.
All of the essentials.
Slim Jims. Hell yeah.
And
for good measure, some of the boner pills.
oh my god, have you been seeing those posts too? They're fucking terrible. Oh, dude, there's just been a couple posts online. I don't know where it's been from, Instagram, Reddit, Tumblr, but there's been this dude ranking gas station
boner pills.
Boner pills.
Oh my god, I've not seen them.
No, they're amazing. Anyway, so yeah, we just fill up on the essentials and then head back, I guess. Not before, of course, I turn off the lights, flip the sign to closed, and lock the door on my way out.
The rest of you and the van, you see through the one-way windows, and see Justice. Did you empty the cash register or not?
I did. Okay, yes, absolutely.
You see Justice just counting stacks of cash with the shotgun over his shoulder, and you see Kira with a big duffel bag full of snacks, 4 Slurpees in her arms, and then one big long line of condoms in her mouth.
You didn't just take a box?
I got my hands full here. It's the last thing I grabbed on my way out.
Fair enough. Well, yep.
You guys enter back up. Enter the RV, and way in the distance, you start to see flashing red and blue lights.
Well, that was quick. We should be out of here.
Hey, Justice. Hey, Justice.
Huh? Yeah, what's up?
Do you just rob a 7-Eleven?
You shouldn't be asking too many questions.
Hey, Justice. We're in a government RV to go to the moon. I don't think I need to worry about what you do and don't know anymore.
Yes, I did just rob a 7-Eleven. Anyway, RV, we should be out of here.
What exactly is Justice's credo when it comes to robbing people?
Trying to kill anybody.
Try not to kill any. Just to try not to kill. Like nothing about who is okay to rob from.
Not particularly, no.
So you think robbing is okay as long as
from last night's stream?
Robbing is completely fine as long as nobody dies. And if somebody dies, well, shit, guess it happens.
You, DJ, hear this credo in his mind. It is not a noble truth, but it is a truth, and you know it now. Justice, you still can't see Justice. You still can't hear. You still can't see DJ's horns. Wings. DJ's wings.
When it comes to alignment, Justice is probably neutral evil.
Yeah.
That checks out.
That's fair. That's extremely fair.
DJ's chaotic good if we had to put a pin on it.
Is anyone gonna wake up the RV?
I just said RV, we need to get out of here.
He did.
Oh yeah, okay. And the red accents of the entirety of the RV start to light up again. Oh, I'm sorry. I was asleep. Let me get back to driving.
I would like you to know, because I burned a luck point, our next mission, so I assume that's this one, has a lot of red tape. The red tape that I picked is bureaucratic and interdepartmental rivalry.
That makes sense.
That really works for what we're doing.
Yeah, seriously.
That really works.
So there's a lot of bureaucracy and interdepartmental rivalry on this next mission.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Are we being followed by the cops?
RV pipes up. We appear to be being followed by the cops, initiating urban cloak mode.
Oh, cool. I thought I was gonna have to take care of it. This is much better.
For some reason, the cops seem to whiz right past you. There's no real way to discern from the inside what just happened.
Cool. I had a plan, and I didn't want to have to do it, so I'm glad that I didn't.
This RV is brought to you by the Shadow Government.
Damn straight.
Shadow Wizard Bunny Gang. We love casting spells.
DJ rolls his eyes and just starts eating a Swiss roll.
Don't worry.
Assuming that he got my little buddies.
Don't worry, nobody died.
Good.
The goods are clean, and their money's insured.
That's 7-Eleven, of course it's insured.
Yeah. It's a corporation. I'm not too bummed about this.
I mean, I got to admit, Justice says tearing open a Twinkie. This must be a little bit jarring for you to just see me do on a whim, but this is actually what it was like when I was in my teens with the Jackson 5 here. We kind of this was like a everyday thing.
Oh yeah, this was just a warm up.
I kind of knew about it already because he used to lie and say he did rob gas stations. So before you knew, I could tell that was not true.
Here's a weird thing for me. Why the hell did I ever say specifically that I never robbed gas stations? I mean, what was the prompt for that question? Did you ask me if I ever robbed gas stations?
I think DJ, yes, was the kind of person who's asked oddly specific questions, and you always came in with a bunch of snicks. I was like, what do you do, rob a place? And then you were like, no.
And then you immediately knew that I was lying, and then it was like, oh, well, our relationship is infinitely different now.
Yeah, and here's again, DJ sat on a bunch of things he knew about you for like 6 months.
Right? Everyone is enjoying the haul. Even begrudgingly, Simon is also working out a bag of bugles and taking occasional sips from, like, I assume the 5 now gigantic communal Slurpee cups. Yeah. Simon says we have no more time for such distractions.
Simon can eat a dick.
DJ wants to know if we're at Huntington.
No, we're not at Huntington yet.
I was just say we just stopped at the 7th. What do we have? What else should we be doing with our time, Simon?
Well, we absolutely don't
need to be driving.
But he is driving. Simon.
Yes, but we stopped to indulge an itch. Something that I understood that Justice wasn't doing anymore.
You understood wrong. Oh.
We have 3 days.
Normally I'm anti him robbing places, but now I hate Simon, so it's fine.
We have 3 days of legal limit driving to get to Huntington, West Virginia.
We'll get there when we get there. Don't worry about it.
It takes 3 days for a creature the size of the extraterrestrial to get to the moon.
Oh, that's why you asked. That's why you asked us.
We'll get there. Don't worry.
Simon works with numbers. I have held my tongue. Simon does not appreciate wild variables.
And you should continue. And honestly, you should continue to.
Yeah. Perhaps Justice doesn't realize it yet, but Simon outranks you. So if anyone will be holding...
Perhaps Simon doesn't realize this yet, but Justice has a bit of a vendetta, and the moment this is over, you're getting a bullet between your eyes. Remember when you said to me that we don't betray family, Simon?
Simon found other employment. In the interim between jobs, Simon committed no other treason besides the one that was already dealt with.
Simon chose wrong.
Simon got a job. Simon goes back to typing on his computer furiously.
DJ, being pleasantly uncomfortable with the situation, is going to take Juniper's hand and goes, "Why don't we go check out the target range, huh?"
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And it's-
Is it large enough for 2 people?
Yep, it's large enough for only 2 people.
so.
About it's like I described before. It's mainly pretty dark to kind of hide the give the illusion that it's bigger than it actually is. But the guns fire very fast, high velocity foam projectile balls, and there is an option to search the web for different scenarios and different things that you want to shoot at, like as described before. The game that's preloaded up already is like a flying disc shooting game that has Gwyneth Paltrow's face all over it.
DJ is going to unload one of the guns and just start putting foam balls, like stabbing his knife into foam balls so he can practice throwing his knives instead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I mean, he doesn't use his gun really that much. He tries not to.
Yeah, there's wave after wave of
sighs,
Gwyneth
he starts-
Paltrow's start to fly towards you on the screen.
Yeah.
You throw the knife.
DJ has strong
The illusion
opinions
is-
on goop, so he's in.
The illusion of the firing range is kind of hindered by the fact that you stuck knives into balls. So you see because how it works is that black light illuminates the ball, but then at a certain point the black light stops illuminating the ball and the projection goes through and continues projecting on and hitting the target. So, but now you can see the knife as well. So at some point the ball breaks off of the knife, but then the knife rolls back to you and there's still the ball stuck into it. So it's kind of a little dissonant there.
Yeah,
But you're still hitting the
he doesn't
targets
need
pretty
the-
well.
He just needs the practice.
You just need some practice.
Yeah, I like to point out that when he's holding them, they become swords, and the second he leaves his hand, they turn back into knives.
Which messes with the illusion even more because they cast their own light and it's just a little weird.
Yeah. How do we get into this mess?
I don't know.
How do we get out?
I'm assuming we do this, and we'll figure it out on the way. I always expected that I'd be the one getting us into trouble.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, me too. 5 months ago, I was just excited to hunt ghosts with my friends, and honestly, I don't know if I would have chose to keep my memories if I knew this is what it was going to look like. But we're here now.
Yeah, and we have a lot of people to help us with it. I'm hoping they're enough.
I don't know if I trust the people we have with us. We've already seen what Simon does when he's mildly irritated.
And Justice is a bit iffy, but I think we can trust him.
I think he's the only person here I do trust. He's a devil we know.
Yeah, and he'll keep the others in line with the exception of Simon.
Simon's, again, the one I worry about the most.
Yeah.
I brought Amelia into the last fight. Clearly, I have some level of trust for her. I think Connor's too stupid to betray us.
No, I think he has too big of a heart, too.
A little bit of both. A little bit of both.
We pan up from the shooting range into the night sky and keep going farther, faster, until we catch up with Salem. He is, at this point, exiting the outer atmosphere and picking up speed, uninhibited by atmosphere and gravity. And he heads towards the crescent moon. Well, actually, hold on. What does the moon look like at this point? Moon phases, go! Right. We need to keep the moon phases accurate.
Alright. Phases.
Moon phase, February 15th, 2013. Soon to be 16th. Actually, would be February 16th at this point. 2013.
Okay.
And New York.
We've got a waxing crescent.
As he zooms through space towards a waxing crescent moon. And thus, the camera zoom into the moon into a holding cell filled with orbs. And spinning coins on top of coins is Ricardo Latchkey, who stops. And for the first time since the visit, seems vaguely alive. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session of Daddy's Dungeon E.S.Pizza. Thank you guys so much for watching. I have, of course, been your game master, your keeper goon, playing our now divine ex-freak. Flake has been the noodledoodler, DJ the noodledoodler.
This was a much more relaxing session than last time.
Playing our former crooked, now professional with daddy issues, Justice, is now the smokytheblaze.
I cannot say anything, for you might be able to prove that in court.
And our steadfast spell slinger, Juniper, has been played by the thewindowgoblin.
This ending feels a bit more somber than last time.
Absolutely. Last time it was very spooky.
Yeah.
If you want to help support our silly little show that we do, you can do that in one of two ways. First, we would be buying the die-cut sticker from Goon Stickers and Stuff. We have the E.S.Pizza logo as a sticker, and that's super-duper cool. Another way that you can support the show is by going to Daddy's Dungeon D&D at patreon.com. Sign up for the $5 level and see the super cool Patreon art that I've been cranking out for every episode of the show. Last week, we did a poll, as we have been doing, and praise be Lord Helix won. And so if you want to see how that art turned out, you can go and sign up at the $5 level and check it out. But now this is a segment where we get to pitch little vignettes for the Patreon. DJ, Noodle, my buddy, my friend, do you have a pitch for me?
I would like, just as a nice little palate cleanser, I would like an image of Justice, Juniper, and DJ sitting around a giant pile of snacks.
Snack time. Excellent. Smokey, do you have a pitch for me?
It's Justice, Kira, and the AI in the cockpit of this, backlit by all the fucking...
7-Eleven?
Sure. Or Justice and Kira walking into a 7-Eleven with guns in hand and a duffel bag, or them walking out with just a boatload of candy and shit. I don't know, something to do with the 7-Eleven.
For a pile of snacks.
Call it 7-Eleven shakedown.
7-Eleven snack time. 7-Eleven shakedown. Window, do you have a pitch for me?
Yes, Connor sleeping at DJ's feet.
Cuddles with Connor. Snack time. 7-Eleven shakedown. Cuddles with Connor. If you want to vote on the Patreon art, which anyone can do, you don't have to be a patron to do it, you can go to my Twitter. Ocean has been so gracious as to put it right there in the Twitch chat there.
Thank you so much, Ocean.
Ocean, you are a peach. If you want to...
I don't think... Never mind, I lost my train of thought.
Okay, cool. If you want to vote, you can do that.
Appreciation to Ocean.
The poll will be up after this video finishes premiering on YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube, thanks. If you've made it this far in the YouTube video, double thanks. And if you want to vote, go and vote. It's going to be great. Thank you guys again so much for watching. And join us next time because we go into the moon. Okay, we are going to the moon. Okay.
You cannot stop us.
You cannot stop us.
Because we're having a good
time. Having a good time. And as always, who's your daddy? Shooting stars into the sky like a tiger. Defying the laws of gravity. Like a racing car passing by.